we have been all week because it's Christmas time. Ron, what are some of your fond memories of Christmas to wrap up the show with your grandmother, I'm sure?
Fond memories of Christmas, man. I have so many. We would probably need another hour, but as always, waking up early in the morning, watching her really just do her thing, cooking, and really just learn from her. Learning her recipes and just watching how she does it. That's one thing that I miss daily.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you miss her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I know she was very, very special to you.
Yeah.
No. But did you have a favorite Christmas dish that you liked and looked
Man.
forward to every year?
Stuffed bell pepper, macaroni and cheese.
Oh, macaroni and cheese. I just had a milestone birthday
Mhm.
a week ago, 2 weeks ago, coming up on 2 weeks ago. And everybody would ask, where are you going to celebrate? And I would say, I'm not going anywhere because one of my favorite things to eat is a big vat of mac and cheese with my daughter.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did.
Yeah.
We did a big vat of mac and cheese. That was it.
I remember our last Christmas together that we spent, and she said, when I leave, are you going to be able to do this? And I said, what are you talking about? We would always have that joke. And I said, yeah, I'll be all right. I've watched enough, and sure enough, that did happen. I'm now helping my mom with recipes. Like the plan is to get up early Christmas morning and go down to her house and try to see if she replicated the recipes that my grandmother created. So that's the plan for Christmas Day. Yeah.
Okay. Is your girlfriend still your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of?
Yeah.
Okay.
She is, yeah.
And is she going to be eating any of this food?
Probably not, because we decided that we were going to do Christmas separately, but we'll spend New Year's together. So if anything, I'll bring her a plate and she'll bring me a plate, and that's how we're going to do that. So
okay.
Yeah.
You're still cooking for her, though? She's still appreciating your cooking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the only one allowed in the kitchen.
Okay. All right. On that note, we're going to wrap up the show. Well, it's always good to chat with you. NoMenu.com. NOMENU.com. That's where you'll find Tom's 50 years worth of work. You heard Ian McNulty talking earlier about what he learned from Tom. You can too. If you put anything in the search bar on the homepage, you will find a wealth of information because Tom was singularly focused on all things New Orleans food. And there's a lot of stuff there that you can enjoy. Some 700 recipes, including the root beer glazed ham and the 2 shrimp remoulade recipes that you might want to take to your holiday meal. There's a Merleton casserole there that you might also want to look at. And cornbread dressing, all of those kinds of things. Don't forget to check Tom's recipes. They were very, very good. We have our Instagram at the New Orleans Menu. We would love for you to follow us there. That's kind of where the dining diary went. On nomenu.com, you will find a list of open restaurants, restaurant reviews, dining diaries, extinct restaurants. Like I said, general information about food and about New Orleans food in particular. But the dining diaries, I've sort of moved to our Instagram page at the New Orleans Menu. We would love for you to follow us there. You can sign up for our newsletter, which comes out twice a month on an irregular schedule, but it does come out twice a month. I do post new things on the homepage of nomenu.com. The better content, I will tell you, is in the newsletter. So you can go there at nomenu, nomenu.com. Tell a friend about the show. They would like it. We have fun. It's a little different, but I think they would like it. WGSO New Orleans. Time for the news from Town Hall. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Thanks, Ron.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting. Politico is reporting that GOP lawmakers have struck a new agreement on a short-term government spending bill and potential debt limit increase, surprising Democrats this afternoon. Congresswoman Stephanie Bice of Oklahoma is quoted as saying there is a deal among Republicans And President-elect Donald Trump has approved the legislation in a post on his Truth Social page. The goal is for the House to vote on it later today. The deadline to avoid a government shutdown is midnight tomorrow. One GOP Congressman, Chip Roy of Texas, has already announced his opposition to the legislation. Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky says Elon Musk should become Speaker of the House. Correspondent Bob Agnew reports.
The always fiscally minded Senator Paul notes in a post on X, the House Speaker need not be a member of Congress. It adds that, quote, nothing would disrupt the swamp more than electing Elon Musk to serve as Speaker. Musk is under fire from many on the Hill for his role in sinking the proposed continuing resolution compromise achieved by House Speaker Mike Johnson and Democrats. Bob Agnew reporting.
Sales of existing homes rose by 4.8% in November. Correspondent Rita Foley reports.
There's been a wider selection of homes on the market, and buyers are encouraged, even as mortgage rates mostly ticked higher. Home prices have been rising too. The typical national sales price rose 4.7% from a year earlier to just over $406,000. For many prospective buyers, high prices and elevated mortgage rates have kept home ownership out of reach. I'm Rita Foley.
On Wall Street, the Dow up by 15 points, but the Nasdaq dropped 19, the S&P 500 lower by 5. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Anyone with everyday aches and pains, I've got a question. What are you missing out on? Probably a lot. So let me tell you about Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a drug-free daily supplement that helps your body fight pain naturally. It doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. In about 3 weeks, you'll discover what it's like to feel better. Go to relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF and save on your first order. That's 1-800-4RELIEF.
This Christmas, gather your loved ones as we at TBN celebrate the birth of Jesus. Enjoy powerful performances by For King and Country, Matthew West, Danny Goki, and Natalie Krantz. Max Lucado, and others.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Tune in or stream meaningful programming anytime on the TBN Plus app. Visit tbn.org to learn more and make TBN part of your holiday tradition.
More subway security for New Yorkers.
In New York, Governor Kathy Hochul is deploying 250 more National Guard members in New York City's subway system during the busy Christmas season. This is on top of the 750 members sent into the system in March to address a rash of violence. Hochul says cameras have now been installed on 100% of subway cars.
Correspondent Tasha Stevens reporting. Officials say FBI agents searched the home of a Los Angeles deputy mayor this week as part of an investigation into whether he made a bomb threat against City Hall. A statement from the office of Mayor Karen Bass says she was notified of Tuesday's search at the residence of Brian K. Williams as part of a probe into an alleged threat. Williams is the deputy mayor for public safety. The LA Police Department has confirmed the investigation. Williams has not been arrested or charged. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting.
Well, sky conditions look nice for a beautiful weekend, but it's colder. Tonight, skies fair in the morning, low to upper 40s. Friday afternoon, sunshine starts the weekend with the afternoon going to low 60s, low to upper 30s in the morning. Saturday, sunny for the afternoon, low 50s. Then it's 30s to low 40s in the morning Sunday, followed by sunshine, a little warmer, back to the upper 50s. 60s come our way Monday, Tuesday, with Christmas Day. A few more clouds, 70-ish with a chance of thunderstorms. Ralph Sanji, WGSO. It's quality used tires at affordable prices at Rico's Tires and Wheels, 2609 David Drive, Metairie. Rico's offers quality used tires. They fix flat tires, and they do wheel repair. And while there, get that spare tire checked out. Check out Rico's on David Drive, Metairie. Rico's Tires and Wheels, just a few blocks south of Veterans, 2609 David Drive, Metairie, 504-455-5199.
The views expressed on Only Good Vibes News Network are solely those of its hosts and guests. They in no way reflect the views of WGSO AM 990.
Good people, good music, good food, good art, good energy, good information, good medicine, good time, good vibes, good news. Welcome to New Orleans' only Good Vibes News Network.
When it's dark, look on the bright side. When it rains, wait on the sunshine. Everybody likes getting them good vibes, 'cause everybody's got a heart on the inside. We can take all the hard lessons, that little loving, and turn them into blessings. Don't complicate it, keep it simple. Just work hard and be nice to people.
Yes, yes, yes. That's right. Let's work hard and be nice to people. What's going on, Jay?
I'm ready for another hour. Ready for my microphone to work?
Yes,
I'm
he's
ready for
ready.
another hour of good vibes. I'm ready for another hour of good vibes.
Yes.
What's
So
going on with this microphone, Ron? Okay.
We got.
I hope you can hear me out there in Radio Land. I can't really hear myself. We're getting ready for another hour of good vibes.
Yes,
the only
sir.
good vibes news network. We got great guests here today. We got Dr. Bruce Almighty in here. We've got Leroy the Whistleman has brought his friend Arthur Boisfontaine in here today.
All right, all right.
We love it. We're going to have him in the second hour. I can hear a great Ron now. Thank you so much. Welcome to
Fantastic.
the studio. It's so good to see you in person. We have you each week or every week that we can get you. You know, when we can get you, we love having you on the show. And we're so glad
Dr. Bruce
to have
Wilson.
you in person, Dr.
Bruce,
Wilson.
a.k.a. Dr. Almighty. So Bruce and we have a mutual friend, Dr. Kenny Maelstrom.
Right.
And the good doctor came along, and he was talking to me, and I talked to him. I said, "Hey, man, you know, I was looking for a neurological doctor," and he was like, no. And I was like, "I need a psychiatrist too." He goes, "I know one. I don't know one that's both."
Both.
So
2 for 1.
So he was like, "I got the guy I think that I have." And let me tell you, I called Doc, and Doc he couldn't have. It's like a Cinderella, you know, put the shoe on and it fit perfectly. That's kind of where
Sure.
Doc was. We could not be. First of all, welcome back to Only Good Vibes News Network. Sorry about the hiccups that we had there, but this show is just like life. You know, we take all those things in life and we turn them into good things, you know.
Speaking of good things, do you have some Zen cards for us today?
I do have Zen cards, but I wanted to let folks know that not only this is a great show, but this show is brought to you by NOLA Motorsports Park on the West Bank. Right, what kind of on the same side where Doc works over there at West Jeff. You know, they're down in Avondale. You can go out there and experience high-speed racing. I think that's something that Mr. Boisfontaine might have a race car over there or something. But you have a race car over there, maybe? You'll go spin around?
I have something I like to bring over there.
Yeah. All right.
AMG.
Yes.
See what I can let it do. You know?
Yes. So we do have Zen cards. And I'm gonna get right to the Zen cards. I pull a card. If you're looking at us you can also check us out on YouTube at Only Good Vibes News Network. And if you guys out there listen, you can stream us on all your devices. If you want to call, you call at 504-556-9696. That's WGSO, Only Good Vibes News Network. So let me start off with the left-hand card that I pick. I pick one with my Doc on my right and my left hand. I burn Palo Santos and Sage all the time, and I start my day. And so we wanted to do the same thing, Jay and I, with the show. So the left one was prosperity, right? And it says, prosperity is not in what you have attained, but rather in what you give away. For this is only for it is only when you become empty that you can be filled with something greater. And I think our two guests today are really emptying out that tank to do the good things for other people. And they're getting filled, and they overflow, and they're filling me up. So the next one is the present. So it says, the past is over, the future will never come. Now is the only moment that will ever exist. Therefore, live each second to the fullest. You know, I always lived like that. When I was younger, I used to think live every second live every day like it's the last second you're gonna live. But that's not what that card's saying. It's basically saying, like, you know, live in the moment, not just like live crazy because that's gonna be the last moment. Is it a kind of a difference, or is it the same thing, Doc?
Man, I would say that it's kind of like two sides of one coin, right? Because if you live every day like it's going to be your last, then that moment is what you're truly experiencing. And you want to make sure that you experience it with the utmost enthusiasm and dedication and presence of mind. So yeah, I think both are correct.
See why we have the doctor on there, Jay?
And I like
Ron?
that you mentioned presence of mind, because that's really what this is about, is being in the moment, being conscious of your life here with you.
Exactly.
So, Doc, I want to say thank you again. I know your time is the most important thing that you have. But so we always came to you, Doc, when during out. So this is our 21st show.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you. I want to tell listeners. Thank you. I want to tell Ron. Thank you.
Thank
you. Yeah. So, you know, it's really special for us to be able to know that we signed up for 22 shows and this is 21.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got one more show, and we
penultimate
saved the
show.
big hitters for last. But seriously, Doc, like you're a big part of this show.
Well,
like
thank you.
You help us get through each show by leaning on you, saying, "Hey, Doc, you know, man, like it's the holidays, man. People are stressing out. Like, what can we do to like, you know, like what's going on when we stress? Like, how do we stop that stuff? We come to you for all of those heavy lifting
And
things.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it because it gives me another tool, another outlet in order to fulfill my purpose and my promise.
I know our listeners really appreciate it too. They've often said to me that your section of the show is one that really grounds them, that really brings them into the present, that really gives them, you know, they come to our show for this positive vibe, this good vibe, and part of that is just relaxing and accepting this is life, it's going forward, this is where we're at. You really bring that kind of an energy to the show. Thank you.
Then I am grateful. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to all our listeners, you know, because that allows me in order to fulfill my purpose in God, you know. So I am grateful to you for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah. And I got to be honest, Doc. I got to tell you the truth. My mother-in-law, she really could not believe that I had a doctor on this. She goes, like, that's the only thing she really cared about was what's the doctor gonna be on again? What's he gonna say?
I'm called that. I'm called many things, you know. And doctor is one of those.
Almighty too, and my Almighty, I think, is for me what we're talking about. It makes me feel like I can do things when I know what my body's trying to do and what I'm looking at, and like, why am I thinking this way? Why do I feel this way? And it makes me my Almighty. You know what I mean? So,
well, and that is in part why I am here, right? I am here so that I can be my authentic self, so that others can see a glimmer of themselves within me. When they do so, that may lead them to then try to experience the path that I have taken, the path that leads to a knowing of oneself. Because when one knows oneself truly, then you're truly given the kingdom, which is already here. The kingdom, which is everything one could ever want, is already present. But in order to receive it, you have to be in a space and a place, not only mentally and physically and spiritually, you have to be in a place of knowing who you are. And if you know who you are, then you know who everyone around you are. And then you realize that we are all one. And once everyone in the world, the humanity, unites and realize that we are all one, brother, sister, mother, father, then the kingdom will be shown. And we will enter into this new world able to experience the joy, the peace, the love that's here in this lifetime and not the next. You know, to experience God present in this moment and not the next. And that's why I am here.
Dr. Bruce Wilson here with us.
Amen.
Joining
Dropping
us.
science.
We got a whole another little section with Dr. Bruce Almighty coming right back. We got to go up, pay some bills here, and then stick around for the second half hour. We have Arthur Boisfontaine in. It's going to be a great time. Right after the break, we're going to talk more about Bruce, about his mission with people's health.
Who that?
With those good vibes, your virgin is your virgin, sister is your sister. Everyone want to make it, but if for one slice of bread, remember, make we break it. Good life with those good vibes. Virgin is your virgin, sister is your sister.
Get hype on game day with the official Whistle Monster bobblehead. This action figure means business. With his game day attire and trademark oversized whistle head, grab yours today for only $40 at the following location. Jam Nola, located at 2832 Royal Street, or at Empire State Deli, located at 447 St. Charles Avenue. But remember, you can always go to whistlemonster.com for all your monster gear. T-shirts, sweatshirts, bobbleheads, and even bumper stickers. This season, show off your New Orleans football spirit in style.
Looking for action-packed fun? Come experience the excitement of NOLA Motorsport Park, just minutes from downtown New Orleans.
Feel the thrill of racing on our world-class car. Perfect for all ages and skill levels. Planning a special event? Host your next party, a corporate outing with us for a unique and exciting experience.
We have fun for the whole family. Enjoy our state-of-the-art arcade and brand new axe throw. NOLA Motorsports Park is the perfect place to celebrate a birthday. Create memories that will last a lifetime.
Ready to join the fun? Visit NOLAmotorsports.com to book your adventure today. NOLA Motorsports Park,
where excitement never stops.
Tired of placing multiple calls to multiple vendors and getting the runaround? Turn to one resource who can get it done. Sir Speedy. We provide a wide spectrum of print, signs, and marketing services, all backed by more than 5 decades of experience. So when you need that new brochure, direct marketing campaign, or signage to promote your brand, give us a call at 504-586-9812 or visit us online at sirspeedyneworleans.com. Everything you need, one resource, Sir Speedy.
Hi, this is Rusty from the Olive Branch Cafe. The Olive Branch Cafe pizzas, pastas, and salads are the West Bank's favorites. We use only the freshest ingredients and prepare everything daily, like our lasagna, Caesar salad with our homemade Caesar dressing, and signature pizzas, including our Cajun trio, smoked sausage, chicken, and crawfish. Our lunch menu includes wraps, subs, soups, and salads, and everything starts at less than $12. West Bank born, West Bank raised, West Bank proud. The Olive Branch Cafe, Marrero and Algiers.
I'm pet friendologist Charlotte Reed. Listen to the Pet Buzz airing every Saturday at 6 p.m. on WGSO 990 AM, the community voice of the Crescent City.
Join me, BJ Rust, every Saturday night for the Something to Say radio show on WGSO 990 AM and streaming live on WGSO.com.
Hi, this is Rusty, owner of the Olive Branch Cafe. Join me on Tuesdays at 4 for the Best Bank Hour on WGSO 990.
What's up, my people? This is Derek Smoker Freeman. You're listening to the Only Good Vibes News Network with Jamie and Whistle right here on AM 990 in New Orleans. Yeah.
Everybody ain't breezy, and I hope you realize when you look into another person's eyes, you know today will be a very good day just to have a good day.
You know, today would be a very good day just to have a good day.
That's right. We're having one too.
Good day. I'm not sure if my mic is having a good day, but a very, very, very good day today. Because we woke up this morning, man.
Yeah.
That's the number one reason. I feel like I hit a lottery ticket when I wake up. I open up and look at my like the crown mold and like, jackpot! Did it again. Right? That's what it's about. Welcome back to Only Good Vibes News Network, ladies and gentlemen, and kids of all ages.
Brought to you by NOLA Motorsports Park.
On the West Bank, right by West Jeff, where you can find Dr. Almighty, who's sitting as a guest at our
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having
Absolutely.
me.
Thank you.
I always feel like our listeners miss the most interesting parts of our conversations here just because of the nature of the beast. So I want to backtrack a little bit. On the break, you were telling me about this concept you have of I am the experience.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to dig into that a little bit. That's a fascinating. I've never heard anyone approach mental health with that kind of an attitude.
So I am in the experience is something that's been given to me in which we use a lot of crystal therapy, sound therapy, aromatherapy, and I use channeled guided meditation in order to bring people into deep states of meditation. That way they can achieve, spontaneous healing. They can assess and access their true power. That thing that really you have to change within you so that then you can change your outer circumstances. So we go really deep, we find what we need, and it's usually love and forgiveness and healing. And then we use that to create elevated states of energy, of consciousness. And then when we come back to what we've learned, we can then enact in our world and change the world from the outside, from the inside out.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
If someone wanted to get involved with this type of a healing program, how would they find you and your philosophy and your work? How would they go about doing it?
So you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Almighty MD, ALMIGHTYMD, and you can DM me if you want to, book services or you just want to find out more information. As far as my doctrine, I mean, the meditation that I practice is Kriya Yoga, and that was gifted to me by my guru Paramahansa Yogananda. And he has gifted his knowledge and his information through the Self-Realization Fellowship. Now, it's not a religion; it's the scientific way, the scientific practice to commune with God, how to truly meditate, and that's the doctrine that I use in order to witness life in a state of peace and love, joy, bliss.
Beautiful, beautiful. Do you have a website other than just your Instagram socials? Or
I am
just...
theexperience.org.
Okay.
And in that, I also create this tea that not only heals the total chakra body from soul star to earth star and all chakras in between, but it also heals each organ system physically that is associated with each chakra system. And that's Almighty Official, or almighty.com, ALMIGHTEA.com.
Fascinating, fascinating. What are some of the herbs that you're sourcing?
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah. So we're using soursop, so we're highly anti-cancer. Turmeric, so we're anti-inflammatory. We got burdock root. We got turmeric, black pepper, so that's it's increased. We're using for the third eye echinacea. We have blue lotus stamen, so it's relaxing, it's calming. We have detoxification with dandelion root. We have sarsaparilla for the entire aura. It's a powerhouse.
That's what I was about to say,
We're
man.
talking like solid herbs, not this dust that you get,
Right.
retail. We're talking the true essence of earth that's going to bring you to the homeostasis that the body requires.
Yes, that's what we're talking about over here, Ryan. You getting that? You writing that down?
I'm hanging on.
Because
Hanging on
Doc
to
is
all my
legit.
tea.
I mean, I love the fact that you get people to go back into themselves to try and pull themselves out. Because so many people want to look at other people and kind of copy off of them. But what you're telling people is to turn
It's you.
inward
Absolutely.
and dig that out.
Because it's personal, right? So, like, for instance, I give my patients the 3 keys to health, the 3 keys to life. Almighty EMD's 3 keys to life. Key number 1, eat plants. Key number 2, drink water. But key number 3 is the one that really sets you apart. Key number 3 is when you close your eyes, take a deep breath, and you ask yourself, what is my poison? And then you get rid of your poison. So it takes each person to do that personally, because who I am is not who you are. What's limiting me is not what's limiting you. So I have to know for myself. I have to realize myself and my truth and what it is that I need. Is it love? Is it to remove myself from addiction? Is it to place myself in this position so that I can manifest my future? What is it? Is all personal. It is a self-realization.
One more time, those 3 things is plant-based.
We're going to say eat plants.
Eat plants.
Because if you do it this way,
plants.
you can never get it wrong.
Oh, eat plants.
Eat plants. That's fruits,
Plants.
vegetables, seeds, nuts, grains. If it grows
eat
from the
plants.
ground, eat that.
Eat
if
plants.
it is born or comes from a mother, avoid it. If you eat plants and drink water, water being 85% plus more of what you are made of, your body knows what to do with it. When things are in flow, things move, and you need things to move, because when you're stagnant, you die. Right? So we want things flowing through us, flushing through us. So you eat the plants, it'll move through, right? Minutes to hours instead of the meat, which lasts days to weeks, right? You drink the water, it flushes through, and then you don't poison the body. The body knows what to do. It is a miracle. Just as a seed can grow into a tree, your body can heal itself because it has the ability to do so. It is within your DNA. It is already within you. It is inherent. You know how to grow without having to learn. It is inherent. This is already within you. And so if you can just leave the body to do what the body does, it will do what it needs to do. And that is to heal, to grow, and to thrive. So the thing not poison the body is what will hinder you from growth. And that may be your thought process. It may be you telling yourself that you cannot be vegan. You cannot go without meat. You cannot do this. You cannot do that. Because if you tell yourself you can, or if you tell yourself you cannot, either way, you're correct.
There are all sorts of poisons too. Like when you say find your poison,
it could be
it could be anything. For me personally, I would say probably my cell phone is
exactly visual poison, right? It's taking your time, it's taking your attention.
My time, it's taking my attention, it's taking the most valuable things I have. Really.
And if you added up the minutes that you're using that phone and being distracted, and added them up and used them for meditation, what would you find? You would find you. And then you would be empowered to do the thing that is necessary for you to create the world that we all want, which is full of love, peace, and joy.
Beautiful. I mean, we should maybe bring you in every single session. I'm not even joking, man. This is
man's life. We're gonna have to pay
yeah,
him.
Forget about that telephone stuff, man. You got to stop paying this guy's parking or something. right?
He's
I mean,
brought the
seriously.
mood up too, in the studio. I can feel his aura, like
Yeah.
very positive.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that we're a radio station. We're putting it out there on the airwaves. and
Oh, only good vibes.
That's
Hey,
right.
that's right. Only Good Vibes
We're
News
here
Network.
to amplify. Our mission was to amplify people's voices who are spreading good vibes to the world. And I say you are one.
Oh, man, thank
You're,
Yeah.
you're one of the most positive, aura type of people I've had in the studio. I mean, we've had a lot of great positive people
We
doing
did,
positive things, but I can just tell what you're doing with yourself is very special.
Oh,
and
my
that's and by healing yourself, you've gained the gift to heal other people, and that's a really beautiful process.
Yeah.
And now in this new world, that's where I am. Right,
That's awesome.
I'm here to teach others what it is that I've learned, and I have nothing more.
I'm a sponge, man. I'm a parakeet sponge. You gotta watch out for me because all I want to do is absorb and learn. So, Doc, as the kids would say, and I want everybody out there in the radio where we have people that listen in France and people that even listen in Spain.
Oh man, it's great. So
I want
over the
you
world.
guys, I want all these guys to know that he is him.
He is him.
Yeah, he is him. Doc, that's what the young kids say. That's what it is. He is him. Because, I mean, when I came in, Doc was there meditating, and I walked by, and I was my first time meeting him. First, I was like, I'm definitely not disturbing this man's meditation. And then he was so deep into it, I kind of creeped right by the side and touched the door. And he's like, Leroy? I was like, whoa, all right. So, but I mean, I couldn't be happier, man. It's probably with this grin on the radio, you can't see it. But if you guys are looking at us on Only Good Vibes News Network here at YouTube, where you can tune in, you can see us, you can see Doc. We can tell Doc, thanks so much for coming. And
Thank you.
as we draw near to our next guest, but I want to say to you, Doc, is from the first time that I talked to you, you have been the same exact person and that's what I love about people. That's what I love about Arthur. I love about Jamie. That's why I want to be a co-host. Like, your authentic you is who you are. And I just want to say thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for coming and joining us.
Dr. Bruce, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after we pay a couple of bills.
Me, yeah. I know you gotta see to believe that I'm a changed man. I look up and do my rain dance. Give me love for the life of me. Yeah. We know that I was not.
Get hype on game day with the official Whistle Monster bobblehead. This action figure means business. With his game day attire and trademark oversized whistle head, grab yours today for only $40 at the following locations. Jam Nola, located at 2832 Royal Street, or at Empire State Deli, located at 447 St. Charles Avenue. But remember, you can always go to whistlemonster.com for all your monster gear. T-shirts, sweatshirts, bobbleheads, and even bumper stickers. This season, show off your New Orleans football spirit in style.
Only Good Vibes News Network is brought to you in part by NOLA Learning Support,
providing educational therapy for students kindergarten through college with dyslexia and other mild to moderate learning differences.
Contact them at NOLALearningsupport.com.
They provide help for struggling students using research and experience to improve self-confidence and reinforce reading and writing skills.
NOLALearningsupport.com. Supporting young people is a great vibe.
Looking for action-packed fun? Come experience the excitement at NOLA Motorsports Park, just minutes from downtown New Orleans.
Feel the thrill of racing on our world-class karting tracks. Perfect for all ages and skill levels. Planning a special event? Host your next party or corporate outing with us for a unique and exciting experience.
We have fun for the whole family. Enjoy our state-of-the-art arcade and brand new axe throw. NOLA Motorsports Park is the perfect place to celebrate a birthday. Create memories that will last a lifetime.
Ready to join the fun? Visit NOLAMotorsports.com to book your adventure today. NOLA Motorsports Park,
where excitement never stops.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Colleen Crane. In the largest fentanyl bust in Livingston Parish history, 4 individuals were arrested and over 100,000 doses of fentanyl were seized following a multi-agency investigation. Sheriff Jason Ard says Tyrone Broadway was the ringleader of the drug trafficking operation, and undercover agents made multiple purchases from his group. Broadway, along with Eugene Skinner, Donald McCrae, and Devontae Skinner, were arrested. Ard says he's pleased these drug dealers are off the streets.
We're going to make a good case on you, and we're going to put you away. And I hope to hear all 4 individuals receive a lot of time in prison.
The CDC is continuing to monitor the first severe case of a person infected with bird flu in the U.S. Dr. Dimitri Daskalakis with the CDC says bird flu has been around for many years, including human cases outside the U.S.
It is believed that the patient that was reported by Louisiana had exposure to sick or dead birds on their property. These are not commercial poultry, and there was no exposure to dairy cows or their related products.
LRN.
Feeling overwhelmed? Louisiana 988 can provide immediate emotional support. You can share as much or as little as you want with specialists. Everything you say stays between you and them. It's free, available 24/7, and most people who reach out report feeling better right in the moment. Call or text 988 anytime.
I'm Richard Funtner, president of the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation. For more than 100 years, Louisiana Farm Bureau has been the voice of Louisiana agriculture. Louisiana Farm Bureau advocates on behalf of all the farmers and ranchers across our great state. What that really means is we advocate for you to ensure we have the safest, most abundant, and affordable food supply in the world. Louisiana Farm Bureau is 145,000 members strong, and we want you to join the Louisiana Farm Bureau family.
Visit lafarmbureau.org. The Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Only Good Vibes News Network is brought to you in part by NOLA Learning Support,
providing educational therapy for students kindergarten through college with dyslexia and other mild to moderate learning differences.
Contact them at NOLALearningsupport.com.
They provide help for struggling students using research and experience to improve self-confidence and reinforce reading and writing skills.
NOLALearningsupport.com. Supporting young people is a great vibe.
I'm Ference Toth, host of the Your Personal Bank Show. I use common sense as an entrepreneur, financial literacy educator, and speaker to understand how current events affect our money, economy, and our freedom. Grow your money safely, reduce taxes, increase returns, and create positive arbitrage with Your Personal Bank. Tune in to the Your Personal Bank Show, Saturdays at 11 a.m. or contact Ference at yourpersonalbank.com. The Your Personal Bank Show, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on WGSO.
Hello, this is Jack Clegg. I want
990
to thank
AM,
all
New
my
Orleans.
listeners and the support I get here at WGSO for making our program, The Jack Clegg Show, successful. Along with that success has come a change in time zones. No, we're not moving to the Pacific time zone, but we are changing the time of our show. Now, for the immediate future, we'll be 11 a.m. to noon on Tuesday and Thursday. Callers are welcome. That's the Jack Clegg Show at 11 a.m. to noon. Thanks for listening.
Get up early on Saturdays and talk LSU athletics with us. Tiger Rag Radio every Saturday morning, 5 to 7 on WGSO, the community voice of the Crescent
You might
City.
be afraid to speak out for fear of cancel culture or losing your job. Christian Garrick Show on WGSO is your platform. Noon to 2, weekdays, right here on 990 AM WGSO.
Hi, this is Susan Berniker bringing you a new show, Health Connections, every Wednesday afternoon at 5 p.m. Doctors, researchers, authors, and more. Join me Wednesdays at 5 o'clock right here on WGSO 990 AM.
This hour of programming is brought to you in part by me, Mr. Everything. Don't settle for anything. Ask for everything. Who dat?
Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Welcome back to Only Good Vibes News Network with Whistle and Jay. And we got our second guest here, Mr. Arthur Boisfontaine.
In the house.
Yeah, you're right. Welcome, Arthur. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, man. So, Arthur, I thought you'd be a great guest because not only are we friends and we've done business, but you're a forward-thinking person here in the community that does so many things that people don't even know about. But you've always been, as far as I'm concerned, a very positive person. And like, I don't like people say, I don't think I ever saw you upset. Like, I don't think I've ever seen you upset. I don't, and you always seem to be on the cutting edge of stuff and always ready to go and push the envelope. And some of the things that you're doing now, I told Jamie about, and he was extremely excited about it. And some of the AI stuff and the metaverse and just business in New Orleans and how people can get things done.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. You know, I had a kind of my own transformation a little over actually 5 years, a couple of months ago. And it was I went to Peru, and I spent time in the jungle with an indigenous tribe, and it kind of opened my mind to a whole bunch of different things.
Wow.
And came back, and I saw poverty, like saw a lot of things, but the main thing was just reflection. And sometimes I feel as if I have to kind of reflect internally for myself and kind of recalibrate myself. But coming back, I had kind of a new look on life, and it was based on gratitude and empathy, preparation and integration. So preparing the night before for the next day, so that you have a positive experience. And if you don't have a positive experience, then it reflects on everybody. And so kind of came back and just took one day at a time, and try to get the most out of each day.
It seems like there's some of the same thing that we were talking about with our first guest, Dr. Almighty. He was talking about like going inward, and it seemed like that's what you
And
was
also
doing.
it relates very much to our Zen cards.
Yeah,
That's,
it does.
When I pulled them, the first person I thought about was you when it says prosperity, because the part of, emptying what's full so you can get something filled. It could be said that you have a very full life. You get a lot of beautiful things, and all you're ever doing is trying to give back and trying to help people and trying to make them better. Like you were just going there to come back, and that's a sign of a leader, obviously. But that's the whole energy that I feel from you. Like we felt Doc's energy was just really a cleansing, calming, relaxing energy. Your energy, if I can feel the same energy, is like the leadership, wanting to help and want to show people things that they've hadn't realized and that they can do.
Yeah, it started with sobriety, and that was a big part. And from there, it's gratitude and empathy, because everybody's got stuff going on. And then so I really don't live my life as much for me as I do for everyone around me. And this whole metaverse thing, and reflection going way back, like wasn't really a student back when I was younger. And this whole thing that happened to me in Peru, I came back and I started taking classes from Harvard and MIT and artificial intelligence, negotiation mastery, some other things, but really taking that and saying, what can we do to create opportunity for people? And in doing this, working with a really great team, we came up with building the virtual New Orleans, which is called the Nolaverse. And really, our mission is really cool. But I'll mention today that we really have to do a mission on how we build this team, and that is based on taking people and putting them in a position where if they don't believe that they can do it, we pull everything out of them to show them that they can do it and that they have something to celebrate, as they move their careers forward.
That seems to be our theme today, Jay.
Well, being present and moving forward,
Yes, and helping people find out to be the best that they are. I mean, that's Thank you, universe. Let me just say that right now, because I'm a big believer in going what goes around comes around in the universe. You got to put it out there to get it in, and the water being 70%, your body being 70% water, and trying to take commands from your thought process. All that stuff is very important and goes hand in hand. So when did you know, honestly, actually, that you wanted to help people like that, and rather than just say, okay, well, I'm doing pretty good. Let me just kind of go into the sunset. Like, what made you want to roll up your sleeves and help?
Well, prior to leaving on my trip, running a company, CCI, Crystal Clear Imaging, CCI Productions now. I looked in the mirror and I really didn't like what I saw, and so I knew I had to come back, and I knew I had to earn the respect of the team, and they're amazing. I mean, it's just an amazing group, and the support that they give me, and I try to give them, was something that I had to take. I had to basically get rid of the ego, and just start building team through culture and through just doing.
CCI, to those who don't know, is Crystal Clear Imaging. One of the famous things, you guys did a lot of famous things, but I think what people all know is when you guys did the Do Your Job with Sean Payton with the big sign, but all the stuff you see in the Superdome, that you see at the Pelicans,
a lot of billboards around town.
Yes,
Yeah.
Arthur's being very modest because that's who he is, but they are a big deal, a huge deal. And I know you guys are in San Francisco and Atlanta. Are you still in both of those places, or just
No, we
one?
actually brought everything back to New Orleans.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah,
good job.
And we were basically, we took the revenue of 3 locations, and we're doing nearly that in one location now.
Unbelievable, man. I'm telling you, they are great. They're right over there and right in the Clearview and Elmwood, and you guys should go and check it. Can people just regularly, like people like us, go there and maybe get some job done?
Yeah, I mean, it's we're a nice size, large format or XL printing company. We do big stuff. So if you want to do a building wrap, you want to do, when you come to the Super Bowl, which we're currently working on, all the building wraps that you see and all the things. We do NBA All-Star games, Final Fours, Super Bowls, World Cup, all these different types of events. And it's just, but at the same time, we work with small businesses, and we want to give people an opportunity to express themselves in a big way. And so we're able to do that.
Entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs here. These guys are great. And so there's more than just CCI that you do, but when you wanted to go in with the metaverse, what made you think of, like, okay,
the Nolaverse?
The Nolaverse, yeah.
Nolaverse.
So well, it's all mission based, and our mission is to extend the rich and unique culture of New Orleans into the metaverse for the benefit of our culture creators. We will never exploit the culture. We export the culture to the world, and we bring the world to us. And the internet is evolving, and one thing that we're working on doing is we're reinventing what the internet is. And the largest company in the world is NVIDIA, and NVIDIA just brought us into their accelerator program.
Wow.
And because they believe in what we're doing, and we're able to take a very esoteric space, something that's hard to understand, and simplify it. And when we came about doing this, it was really like, what is the internet? Do you believe that the internet is evolving? And I look back on from 2020 to present, and you heard crypto, and you heard NFTs, and then you heard metaverse, and then you heard AI, and all those things make up what the internet is and will be moving forward.
That's fascinating. I want to talk to you a little bit more when we come back about your trip to Peru and kind of what prompted that, because it seems to be a real milestone in your life, just from what you have referred to it, and very transformative for you.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Wonderful. We're going to take a short break to pay some bills. I want to remind you, we're brought to you by NOLA Motorsports Cars
on the West Bank.
And we'll be right back with a whole nother little segment for you guys with Arthur Boisfontaine.
Boisfontaine.
Get hype on game day with the official Whistle Monster bobblehead. This action figure means business. With his game day attire and trademark oversized whistle head, grab yours today for only $40 at the following locations. Jam Nola, located at 2832 Royal Street, or at Empire State Deli, located at 447 St. Charles Avenue. But remember, you can always go to whistlemonster.com for all your monster gear. T-shirts, sweatshirts, bobbleheads, and even bumper stickers. This season, show off your New Orleans football spirit in style.
Only Good Vibes News Network is brought to you in part by NOLA Learning Support,
providing educational therapy for students kindergarten through college with dyslexia and other mild to moderate learning differences.
Contact them at NOLALearningsupport.com.
They provide help for struggling students using research and experience to improve self-confidence and reinforce reading and writing skills.
NOLALearningsupport.com. Supporting young people is a great time.
Looking for action-packed fun? Come experience the excitement at NOLA Motorsports Park, just minutes from downtown New York.
Feel the thrill of racing on our world-class car track. Perfect for all ages and skill levels. Planning a special event? Host your next party or corporate outing with us for a unique and exciting experience.
We have fun for the whole family. Enjoy our state-of-the-art arcade and brand new X Thrill. NOLA Motorsports Park is the perfect place to celebrate a birthday. Create memories that will last a lifetime.
Ready to join the fun? Visit NOLAMotorsports.com to book your adventure today. NOLA Motorsports Park,
where excitement never stops.
What up, New Orleans? It's your boy Whistle. Did you know my co-host Jay is a killer musician? You can see him perform on December the 7th at Silas Seafood in Harahan, on December the 8th at Bufus in the French Quarter, and on December the 20th at NOLA Brewing and Pizza in the Irish Channel. Go stream his single today. It's a love letter to New Orleans called Not a City, a Star. Keep up with all the happenings with Jamie at JamieBernstein.com.
This is Kate Delaney from America Tonight. The show kicks on at midnight, and I'm loving the overwhelming support in New Orleans. What a group of fantastic listeners here on WGSO 990 AM. Join me every morning to catch up on what I call the buzz in your backyard and mine. You'll hear some of the most interesting people on the planet from the world of business, politics, sports, and, well, just intriguing people with a story to tell. If you're around, give us a call. Don't worry, I'll spit out the number plenty of times on the air. Let's agree to meet at midnight right here on WGSO 990 AM in New Orleans.
What's up, my people? This is Derek Smoker Freeman. You're listening to the Only Good Vibes News Network with Jamie and Whistle right here on AM 990 in New Orleans. Yeah.
You got the accent, the way the positive is
The negative. You know, you gotta eliminate the negative, baby. That's why you came over here every Thursdays at 4 o'clock to come and chill out with Jay and Whistle for the Only Good Vibes News Network. Brought to you by who, Jay?
NOLA Motorsports Park on the West Bank.
Where
over
you
there.
could go and drive race cars, golf carts. You could throw
Go-karts.
acts. You could have a birthday party for kids. You have a gaming facility. Have you ever been over there, Arthur?
I have.
Have
I
you?
have. I hadn't brought my car there.
Oh, no high-speed chases for you then.
That's
No
right.
hardcore left turns?
Nope.
But Laney is a great guy, great sponsor of ours. He's been nothing but the best. I mean, him and Lane, they're just the fruit of the earth people. They're really sweet. They help so many people quietly. They're like really quietly getting the job done. Kind of like you. So, Jamie, you had some...
Yeah, Arthur, I was really curious about your experience in Peru and sort of what led you down there to that particular part of the world. No one just happens upon Peru. It's
right.
You know, you have to really want to go there and have a mission.
Yeah, so I had some struggles, some internal struggles that I was, kind of open my eyes and just
The
said-
New Orleans kind of stuff, like where we just party a lot.
Yeah, and I basically just said, hey, look, you got to do something about this, and you have the traditional means of doing that, and I wanted to take it a step further. A friend of mine, and who, told me he'd done a documentary about this shaman and this particular person that was actually from New Orleans that went to Peru, and shared the experience with me, and really gave me longitude and latitude. And next thing you know, I'm in the jungle of Peru, and
Wow.
trekking with a.
Was that scary?
Yeah,
I mean, because I mean, they have like all kinds of wild
Like
animals,
leopards.
and
Yeah,
there's no cell service.
No, it's one of those things where when you get to that point, and it's easy to make a decision, and then sometimes it's difficult when you've made the decision and you're there, and there's no turning back. So, when I left, I had 3 change of clothes, first aid kit, almond butter packs, water filtration. I bought a knife when I was in Pucallpa, which is they call it the big city, and then
So it's the big city. Give us an idea. Is it about the size of Slidell or something?
Smaller.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's just a very poor city. I mean, you see some of these in Mexico and some of these other
Mississippi.
Nah, I wasn't gonna go there. But anyway, it was for me. I had my sleeping bag, and that was it. There was no turning back. So
3 days of clothes, water
Some
filtration.
survival gear, like some knife. Wide.
I mean, that's making me. I'm nervous, and I'm here in New Orleans, and I wasn't even in Peru. I mean, you didn't think like 3 days
So
of
then,
clothes might not be
then
enough?
you're following sort of like a satellite GPS to get to these coordinates your friend gave you.
no, I mean, I had basically I got off the plane, I flew to Lima, then I flew to Pucallpa, then I went to the river and got almost like a water tap, but I mean it's a big old long. It's almost like a pirogue that's 40 yards long. Almost.
Right.
And then got to a certain point and got off, and about 10 miles from there is the village of Ceylon, and some of the most beautiful people inside and out, and it was a struggle, but it was you have no other thing to do but reflect. So
just you and you at that point.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember, before I left, I gave my wife and I was going for help, and I was coming back, but I gave her my insurance documents and everything, and
that'll make things real.
And I was heading out, and I've come back, and I've accomplished a lot of things. I still have a lot of things that I want to accomplish, I don't talk too much about it, but it was, I've done ayahuasca journeys, and
it seems like it drove you towards service in some way.
It did.
To
So
serve
I've
other
done
humans.
a lot of service, and it's that is what drives me. And I get a lot of calls from people, and they want me to meet with their kids, or that are struggling to find themselves, or even adults reach out to me, and I get it weekly. I get that call, and
Did you find you get that more since you came back from Peru? Or
yeah, nobody wanted to talk to me before.
Wow, it's amazing.
Well, you start vibrating at a certain frequency, and that attracts people who need it.
Yeah, and now it's like this Nolaverse project is basically building an ecosystem for people to build their phygital lives, and when I say phygital, it's taking the physical and the digital worlds and combining them into
Wow.
So, like, who owns WGSO 990 in the Nolaverse?
Well, you would, because you're a culture creator. So it's that's again our mission, to extend the rich and unique culture of New Orleans into the metaverse for the benefit of our culture creators. We build everything, using blockchain technology and artificial intelligence, and we don't exploit. We build the ecosystem for you to create your digital world.
Where can people see them?
They can't yet.
They can't yet.
We raised our seed round. We actually oversubscribed it, and then we built our demo, and it's unbelievable. And
I had a peek at the demo. I'm not going to give anything up or say anything, but besides the fact that I cannot believe what I was looking at. Like I couldn't believe it.
It's amazing. And you know, our building this whole thing is whatever you think, whenever you think you're there, I'm telling you, I don't think you're there. You have to dig deeper.
You have to go further.
You know, building these characters, you know, there's Big Queen Lisa. She's deceased, and we got permission from her family to build her character, and then building a large language model or small language model, depending on how much information we put into it. Using AI, you know, you'll be able to fly in. Your avatar can meet her, talk to her, and she can spread the knowledge to people about about her Timbuktu tribe and Mardi Gras Indian tribe, and it's really cool to be able to create a digital twin of somebody and help them move their message forward.
Well, it's just been such a pleasure talking to you today, Arthur. I feel like we should have you back because I want to get further into this Nolaverse and to all the other good things that you're
What are you doing next week?
22, right?
Yeah, this will be number 22.
This will be
You come on back in.
Final one. That's right. Yeah. I want to remind everybody out there that the world is full of good people. If you don't see one,
be one.
Be one. And also, Whistle's got 6 things he likes to leave you with. Go through them real quick for us.
Yeah, the first 3 things that you're going to do is always have empathy, humility, and compassion. Some of the things that Arthur talked about for yourself first, and then also for others. And the last 3 is always help people, always try to be better. And lastly but not least, leave the world better than you found it. How do you do that? You can do it with food, water, air. But what we're doing is meet a stranger. Go meet a stranger, say hi to them, have a good conversation with them, and you guys both go out fourfold and do that. And that's leaving the world better, and you found it. You don't have to be rich. You can just go and do it now. No
hey,
problem.
If you see someone without a smile, give them yours.
Yes, absolutely. Well, and look, we are maybe going to bring you back if you are free next week, honestly, because we want to get more into that as well.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
might just
as of right now, we're just going.
Thank you so much for listening to Only Good Vibes News Network. You make your world. Make it good.